Something big, something mega, something copious, something capacious, something kajunga.
Robert Miguel Mornings on Uvalde Radio.
Excellent.
UvaldeRadio.net. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Getting ready for Throwback Thursday coming up at 9 o'clock. 3 hours of classic country music for you, presented by the Herby Ham Activity Center. And speaking of the Herby Ham Activity Center, they have got an event going on this evening, 7 p.m. The Uvalde County Republican Party Candidate Forum is happening this evening at the Herby Ham. And actually, with me on the phone to talk all about it, very special guest, Uvalde County Republican Chair, Rhonda Vigil. Welcome. How you doing?
Hey, thank you.
Hey, well, thanks for checking in on the big show, and we're excited about all the Republicans getting together tonight at the HHAC. So I know you've got your work cut out for you. You've been working real hard behind the scenes. Rhonda, let's go ahead and talk about you before we get into all the nuts and bolts about the event tonight. You're the Republican chair for Uvalde County. That's right? That's the official title?
Yes, sir.
What exactly does that mean for those who don't follow politics all that much?
So all the Republicans in the county come to me, and I file their application.
Oh, I thought you were going to say file their taxes, because that's awesome. I want in on that. Okay.
Yep, we file their feed and take their fee, and then we enter it into the Secretary of State website.
So it sounds like a lot of work. You know, there's a lot of Republicans in Uvalde. So, and it's that season, right? Election season. So, how long have you been the Republican chair here in Uvalde County?
I've been the Republican chair since September 2022.
Wow. Okay. So you're, that's going on, what, a year and a half-ish? Is that right?
Just about, yes, sir.
Okay. So before I get into more of that kind of a job description stuff, Rhonda, as a person of Uvalde, give me a little background on you. How long have you been in Uvalde? What do you do here in town? I know the answer to these questions, but go ahead and for our listening audience, give a little background to Rhonda Vigil, the Uvaldean.
Yes, so we've been in Uvalde about 25 years. We are self-employed, and I've been married to my husband for 33 years.
Wow.
And we've been in business total 32 years. And we have 4 children and, numerous animals, and we take care of grandparents as well.
Where did you live before Uvalde? You said 30-something years. Where were you guys prior to being here?
We're from Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Oh, cool. And what made you guys decide to come here, and what's kept you here?
So my grandparents were going to retire, and they wanted the grandkids to take over the H&R blocks. And nobody wanted to do it but Orlando. Orlando never moved out of Carlsbad his whole life. So he said, let's go. So we just came on down to Texas, and we love it. And this is our home now. And
what is your favorite thing about Uvalde?
Favorite thing about Uvalde is they've supported our business and our family for 25 years. And we're able to raise our own children without daycare or grandparents. We were able to raise them at our business ourselves, and that's my favorite thing about Uvalde. And I love this community, and that's why I'm giving back. This job is a volunteer job, so, a lot of the money that we do comes out of our own pocket, but that's our community, and they deserve the best.
Do you want to plug your business, or is that appropriate? I mean, it's fine by me if you want to give a shout out to what you do.
So we have Eclipse Window Tent, and we've been in business in Uvalde for 25 years, and we appreciate each one of our customers. Without our customers, we wouldn't be who we are today.
And you guys are located up there, North Getty, over towards the stadium, right?
Yeah, 1403 North Getty, right by the Honey Bowl. It's across from Willis Golf Carts and Jalisco Mexican Restaurant.
And everybody knows you, but I just had to say it there because I'm an interviewer. Okay, so again, we got Rhonda Vigil, the Republican chair here in the county, and they've got an event going on tonight at the Herby Ham Activity Center. We're going to talk all about that here in just a few. But Rhonda, getting back to your job as the chair of the Republican Party, let's talk about a few things. You've been in the position for about a year and a half. Tell me what, I guess, led you to run for that or sign up for that gig, and how has it been going so far?
So I knew I had to give back to the community. They've been so good to us and our family and our business, and, our baby started college, and so I had more free time. And after the tragedy, I really was wanted to be even more involved in the community than I already was. And so I asked God, where do you want me next? And he put me in charge of the Republican Party of Uvalde County.
Fantastic. Well, we appreciate all the work you're doing. Tell me this two-part question. What are some of the biggest challenges that you've had so far? And in the year and a half you've been doing this, what are some of your greatest accomplishments that you've seen?
Some of the challenges are just learning how to do the job, the job description. And I've gone out of town a lot to a lot of different trainings, and I've asked for help from the different counties. And that was the biggest challenge, learning how to do the job the correct way, the lawful way, and transparent. And that's one of the biggest challenges, is doing it right, so everybody gets treated fairly, and we know what we're doing.
And then what would you say right now, as it stands, is your greatest accomplishment, something that you're really proud of that you've managed to make happen?
So we have only 2 Democrats on the whole in the whole county, and everybody else switched to the Republican Party. So we have around 30 candidates that switched to the Republican Party. I think that is amazing.
That's big news. What do you attribute that to? Is that your leadership? Is it just the political climate? Speak on that for a minute as to why you think that tide has turned a little bit.
I believe it's leadership, but I believe it is also, like what you said, political climate. Maybe everything that's going on in the nation and people not being happy with the current president. Maybe people are starting to research more and look around and say they don't want to be part of that anymore. So I do need to give myself some credit. I've worked very, very hard, probably a lot of hours weekly, and I just want my community to be united, no matter what we have in front of our name. That's the whole goal, is to unite us and work together as a team and a community, no matter what political views we have. Well,
again, getting back to giving yourself credit, that's key. And because, again, you work full time still. And give me a day in the life. I mean, I'm sure there's, you said traveling. I mean, just learning the legalese, I'm sure, is just such an undertaking. Give me a day in the life or a week in the life of what your schedule typically looks like as the Republican chair.
Oh, so 6 in the morning, I get up and we breed dogs. So I feed. It takes about an hour cleaning kennels, feeding. Then I go work out at the Herby Ham with all the beautiful ladies.
Very nice.
Couple of hours, and then we get to the shop and we help customers. We're on the phone a lot with insurance. We do a lot of insurance work. In and out during the day doing the Republican stuff, going back and forth to the elections administrator office. Talking to candidates is a lot of work. They look toward me for a lot of help. I'm a little bit of a therapist, a campaign manager, a little bit of everything. I love them. I think it is a very hard job, and it takes a lot of guts to run as a candidate. And I appreciate them, and I applaud them. And then we get to the evening, we get back home in between Republican meetings and trainings and calls and Zoom calls. And we get back home and feed the dogs again, clean the kennels again, get everybody ready for bed. And we start all over again.
Well, it sounds like you got your work cut out for you, but it sounds like you got the right life skills to make this happen. So again, we've got Rhonda Vigil on the phone. There's a big event tonight at the Herby Ham Activity Center. She's going to unpack all the details for us in just a moment. One more quick question, though. Actually, I got 2 questions for you. A lot of people think, Republican versus Democrat, Democrat versus Republican, you can't just get along, especially when you were talking about the political races as far as the presidential stuff. But in a small town, it's a little bit different. There's kind of some swing voting going on, and some people will vote for a Democrat and a Republican. Instead of focusing on what we all disagree on, are there any things in your dealings with, I guess, the Democrat Party? Is there any common ground? Is it friendly? What is that local political climate like for you guys?
Well, I try to work with everybody fairly and equally. It's not. I have only been in a little over a year and a half, so I have built some relationships with the other party, and I would love to build a better relationship with the other party. that's one thing that's one goal I have, is to have a relationship where we can all get along, we can work together and be united for the community, because it takes all of us to work together to have a good outcome for our community and all the citizens of the community.
And that kind of that gets to my final question before we get into the details about tonight, is what is that next big thing that you're trying to work for? What's the I guess if you had a vision board, what's on that thing as far as Rhonda Vigil, things I need to get done in the Republican Party as the chair?
First and foremost, I have to win again. I have to win my re-election.
There you go.
And once I win in March, then we will go from there. We have bigger goals and more things we want to accomplish, and we would like more participation. And it's getting there. People are more comfortable, and they're getting more courage to get out and remember that we, the people, are in charge, and the elected officials answer to us.
Good stuff. Okay, Rhonda, let's get into it. Tonight is Uvalde County Republican Party Candidate Forum. It's at the Herby Ham tonight, 7 p.m. Give me all the details. On the flyer, it says Uvalde County Sheriff candidates and Uvalde County Attorney candidates.
So we had a really good forum with the candidates the week before, and it went so well. We had the sheriffs and the county attorney candidates wanting to do one as well. So now we're going to have the sheriffs come out and have a forum, and then we'll have the county attorneys as well, have both been invited, the candidates, and we'll start with the county attorneys first, and then we'll have the sheriffs second. And right now we have 4 sheriff candidates, and we have 2 county attorney candidates.
Now, for those who don't know the roles, what exactly is a Uvalde County Sheriff responsible for? And tell me, the job description of the Uvalde County Attorney candidates. What exactly do these positions mean as far as, the average Joe?
So the county sheriff is really in charge of everything. He has the most power in the county to do anything that he needs to do legally to take care of the citizens. He has the power to kick the FBI out, to kick the CIA out, or tell the IRS they can't get in here. He also has the power to redirect the traffic of the migrants on any illegal traffic, not to come through our county.
Wow. So
they have power to deputize citizens, which is really cool. But he has to be very careful who he deputizes. And it's a pretty powerful job, and need a real good leader in that role. And then the county attorney, he's really there for the commissioners and the county judge. I think he prosecutes, criminal activity and stuff like that. So that's a role that hasn't had anybody run against in quite a while. So it's an interesting race that he has an opponent this time.
Do either of these positions, are they held by a Republican currently? And if not, tell me, what your, I guess, as a Republican, why you would like a Republican in those positions.
Yes, so John Dodson is our county attorney right now, and he has always run on the Democratic ticket. And this year he's running on the Republican ticket. Also, we have the sheriff. He is a Republican, and he's running on the Republican ticket.
Okay, very good. All right. Like we said at the beginning, a lot of Democrats have shifted over to the Republican side due to a lot of these issues that really do affect Southwest Texas in particular. So great stuff. Now, as far as the formatting of tonight's forum, how do these things work? Is it start at 7 o'clock and you introduce candidates? They take public questions. How does the formatting go?
So it's going to start at 7 o'clock, and we are going to open with prayer, Pledge of Allegiance, and then we have Post-it notes or paper for anyone that comes in to write questions down that they would like us to ask. We're going to have a moderator, and she's going to ask the questions to the candidates, and they'll each get a minute to 2 minutes to speak, and then we'll hand it over to the next candidate.
Very good. And about how long do these events typically take?
So far, they've been a couple of hours.
Okay. All right. Well, there's any other information that somebody might need to know before they head on down to the Herby Ham tonight, 7 p.m. for the candidate forum?
Yep, just bring your questions and a positive attitude. We really don't want any negativity. We want this to always stay positive. We're all human beings, and we all want to appreciate each other and treat each other fairly and with respect.
Absolutely. Now, I know you, like you said, you had a really successful forum last week. Will this particular thing tonight, will it be live streamed or available for video for anybody to watch it? Maybe can't make it tonight, but would like to see the event?
Yes, it'll be live streamed with Uvalde Hesperian.
Okay.
And also be live streamed on my Facebook, Rhonda Vigil.
Okay. All right. So very good. Any other information that we need about tonight? And I just realized I've been saying your last name wrong this whole time. Vigil. That's cool. What's the etymology there? What is that? Where does that name come from?
So that's a Spaniard last name.
Vigil.
From Spain.
Wow. I've been saying like a Yankee. Vigil.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Vigil.
Vigil.
And
cool.
Yes, people don't know how to say it, but we just say vigil around these parts.
Yeah, we do. I'm the radio guy. I'm supposed to know how to pronounce things, but we've never had that conversation, me and you. So, okay. All right. Well, now I learned something. I love it when I learn something during these conversations. Rhonda Vigil. Vigil. All right. I sound so fancy when I say it that way. Ooh. So is it Rhonda Vigil on Facebook? And that's where they're going to find all the information and the live stream for tonight, right?
Yes, sir. And you can also go to Uvalde Republican Chair Rhonda Vigil.
Okay.
We'll also have it on that one. And further information, because we're going to have more forums. We have other little communities like Utopia, Toncan, Canepa, Sabinal, Sibley, Reagan, Wells, that want to have something in their little communities. So we're setting those up, too. It's going to be lots of fun.
Fantastic. Well, Rhonda, thank you so much for all this valuable information. We'll see you tonight, 7 p.m., Herby Ham Activity Center, 248 FM 3447 in Uvalde. We have got Throwback Thursday that they're bringing us here in just a few minutes, a bunch of classic country, so I hope you'll stick around for that. Also, we will replay this interview a little bit later this afternoon, so if you're listening right now, you might be listening on the replay. And then, of course, this interview segment will also be posted in podcast form on our interview page at uvalderadio.net. So, Rhonda, thanks again for all the information and your time. Any other closing thoughts or information we might need to know?
I don't have anything else. I just would love that candidates would, we need to ask the tough questions, and we need to make sure we vote for the right person.
Oh, very good. Again, Rhonda Vigil, wrapping it up here on uvalderadio.net. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you.